Nothing official yet at Notre Dame. You'd think the quarterback spot is Everett Golson's to lose now that he's back from academic suspension, but Malik Zaire not going down without an Irish fight. Hey everybody, Bonnie Bernstein welcome you into our Campus Insider studios alongside our managing editor Pete Futak, and along for this ride, Irish insider Allen Pinkett. And Allen, let's dive a little bit into the mind of Brian Kelly. I think the consensus seems to be Golson's got the better arm, Zaire's got the better legs, but Kelly said he'll platoon if he needs to. So how much rope do you think Golson actually has?
Well, I think it goes back to the old saying, if you have two quarterbacks, you have none. I consider that old math. I think now if you have two quarterbacks, you have two. And you got two that give Brian Kelly the ability to not have to change his system, whichever quarterback is in there. So I think in the case of Everett Golson, it is his job to lose. If you talk to him now, he doesn't talk X's and O's. He talks about confidence and leadership. You know, some of those traits you have to have as the starting quarterback. But if he throws 3 picks in a game, he'll be coming out.
Well, here's the problem. You can't, if you're going to rotate quarterbacks, I understand it if you're going from Everett Golson to Tommy Rees and you're doing two completely different styles. What they're talking about doing is you're kind of having the mobile, athletic dual threat guy and another mobile, athletic dual threat guy, which I don't know if Zaire gives them anything, much of a different look, throws a curveball, anything like that. So I'm not sure why they would do this. I would be shocked if this isn't Golson's job all season long.
Malik is very confident. He was even saying during spring ball he expected himself to be the starter. But to your point, this is really the first time that Brian Kelly's had two effective dual threat quarterbacks since he's come to South Bend. How do you think that changes offensively what Notre Dame should be able to do compared to last year?
Not much. Well, they're going to have a running quarterback no matter what. Tommy Rees, I liked him. I thought he did a pretty effective job for that offense. He matured into the role last year, but he was only a passer, not a runner in any way, shape, or form. Now you're going to have more mobility. I mean, Golson's a threat when he comes out of the backfield. They've got a good set of running backs there. They've got a nice group of skill position players. They have a good team all the way around, and now defenses are going to have to worry about Golson or Zaire taking off.
And that mobility is the key to me. You know, I think back to last year, if Tommy Rees was just a little bit mobile, he would have had the opportunity to extend a few drives, you know, extend the play. And that's what Everett Golson and Malik Zaire give you, is the ability to extend the play, keep the offense on the field longer, and have a greater opportunity to score.
All right, Allen, thank you, Pete. I want to ask you one more question about someone who is now a former Notre Dame quarterback. When we were talking about Gunnar Kiel coming out in 2012, he was the #1 pro-style quarterback. Changed his mind twice before he landed at Notre Dame, couldn't grasp the system. Now he's at Cincinnati. How do you see him faring in Tommy Tuberville's system?
Oh, he's going to be great. I mean, Cincinnati's a very, very strong team. I like them this year. They're going to have a big season. You know, but as far as the question mark, okay, did Notre Dame lose their best quarterback? I don't know about that. Once you get a guy who starts transferring like this, there's always a bunch of red flags that go up. Golson's fantastic. Zaire's fantastic. You're Notre Dame. You're going to get a great quarterback no matter what. They're fine with these two as is.
Kiel, interestingly enough, will be facing off against another former Notre Dame quarterback. Week 2, he gets Andrew Hendricks, who is now with Chuck Martin, who is a former offensive coordinator at Notre Dame, at Miami. So there you go. All these people winding up in different places. Well, you know which quarterback is not going anywhere? That would be one Bryce Petty, she tried to say, because you know what? He's sticking around at Baylor for his senior season. Does that mean the Bears will be the team you don't want to mess with in the state of Texas? Check out that segment on CampusInsiders.com.
I like Bryce Petty. I think that's, I think
It's like Bernie Bonstein.
Yep, that works for me too.